is a 2013 BMW HP4. You know, one of the things that I wanted to talk about, and this, of course, you have the S1000RR, which is still available in 2013. This is the higher model, has a lot of the base technology you're getting from the S1000RR, but even more. But one of the things I want to talk about in terms of like, what do you get from these packages, the S1000RR, the HP4, what's the attraction here? I mean, of course, these bikes are very powerful. They got a lot of horsepower. You look at the numbers, it's very attractive. Yeah, you know, but that's just one dimensional. That's just one thing. There's a lot more to it. I think one of the other things that's really great about the S1000RR and the HP4 from BMW is the technology, the electronics that are available. Now, number one, for people that say, you know, I don't need the electronics or whatever, I think they have 14 traction control modes, if I'm not mistaken. I'll quote the correct one on the bottom. They got multiple traction control modes, the most that I've seen. So you can turn it completely off, and then you have so many levels of traction control where you can step it up more and more and more to whatever your liking is. And then you have the ABS system. You want to get really aggressive and really have full control over the bike. You can turn everything off. You want the bike to help you out a little bit more than that. Perfect. So what does that mean? That means for someone that doesn't have that much experience, doesn't have that much skill, you can get on a bike like this and you can crank up the traction control mode. You got the ABS systems on here, and you can ride and be comfortable and relaxed and really enjoy the power of this machine. Whereas on another motorcycle, there is a requirement or prerequisite of you knowing a lot more about how to handle the power, how to handle traction, and all these different aspects of motorcycle riding. It's all required for you to even get in the game. You get on a bike like the HP4 and S1000RR with a much lower skill set, and you can have a lot more fun on the bike right away. So again, now look at someone like me. I don't race professional or anything like that, but I've definitely been on the racetrack. I've definitely been riding for a lot of years. I ride all year long. I ride in cold weather, in rain. I've ridden in storms. I've done long distance touring. However, even for me, there's a big attraction with a motorcycle like this, and I'll tell you why. One of the things that I will never do is get into competition riding on the racetrack, because I'm simply not willing to do what it takes to be first and fastest on the racetrack. Got to ride right on the edge of traction. I want to have my fun within a acceptable safety margin. But on a bike like this, I can actually have more fun on the racetrack in theory, because I can turn on all the electronics on here to whatever level I feel comfortable, and I can get on the track and I can ride hard. I can get really aggressive and get real, you know, with the throttle and stuff like that. I mean, all the time, you know, being level-headed. I don't want to go crazy. I want to be sensible. I always wanted to try to be smooth. But the thing is, I can be more relaxed because I realize that if at any point in time I exceed traction or I exceed my skill level, this bike is going to intervene, and not in a way where it's going to be abrupt and it's going to really mess up my flow. So I can actually, not only can I be more comfortable on a powerful bike like this on a racetrack, knowing that it has the technology that's gonna, you know, it's got the lean angle sensor, traction control, wheel spin. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's being monitored. But on top of that, there is using this bike as a training tool. And by the way, they use the S1000RR with the California Superbike School. And you can click on this video right here to see the video and learn about that. But the thing about it is a great learning tool, because someone like me, I can go on the track, I can ride as fast and hard as I can, and then if I exceed traction, if I exceed my skill, the bike can communicate with me and let me know. The light comes on and I can feel the throttle being retarded, and I can realize that I have exceeded traction, and I can remember that next time around, I will perfect it. I will adjust to whatever the bike is telling me. So that's the idea. You go around the track, and if the lights are coming on, the traction control is coming on, then you know you're going too fast, you're leaning too much, and then you adjust, and you keep adjusting until you get better and better and better, to the point where the traction control doesn't really intervene at all, or it doesn't intervene, it only intervenes a little bit, and that's getting you to be a better rider. And that's the kind of thing that you can only do on a motorcycle like this, where you have that safety cushion where the bike will actually step in and intervene if you exceed your traction limits.